What is up guys, Over22 here, and in this video I'm going to show you all Easter eggs, let's call them like this, in Black Ops 3 that you can actually see after glitching out your game. I think you already know how to glitch out your game, like if you watch Jogger or Hanky Spanky or even Snub Inferno, then you probably know what glitching out your classes is to get those abilities on your weapon classes. But there are actually some things that you can find here that might be interesting for you. So let's take a deep dive. First of all, after you pick some abilities on your class, okay, let's start from the actual very beginning. When you go to the weapons after you glitch out, you see you have those flashy categories. But what if I tell you that if you go here, and there are all of your glitched out classes, etc. What if I tell you that there are actually two of those? Yeah, for some fucking reason you can access two of those same menus. While we are already here, you can see that all of those weapons are... how are they actually used? Oh my god, what the fuck am I saying? You can actually see how the weapons look like without your character holding it. And on sight you can see that the gold part that is actually standing out really well is actually just the default skin of Reaper, which is really interesting, I guess. On Tempest it's actually some sort of a railgun, but the front actually for me looks like the spike shooter from the campaign mission. Gravity Spike is actually the same as Ragnarok's. I mean, it actually behaves like this in zombies, but it's actually nice to see. The Ripper is actually something interesting because it doesn't go like out of your shoulder or something. It's actually modeled like this. It's actually in your shoulder for some reason. The Annihilator, we all know it's in the story, same as War Machine. The Sparrow is actually really big, like... plus it does not even have the loading bay. Yeah, it's not the good word for this, but I really don't know how it's called. Anyway, you can see, better not touch triangle, okay? Hive, I actually don't have it unlocked, but as you can see, it's actually some sort of a grenade launcher. You can see those here way easier. And the Purifier is also available in campaign, and it looks like this. And now going even further, there are even more weird things, like you see RCXDs. What the fuck? Okay, this is the first time that this should even happen to me. As you can see, first of all, the icon for UAV is the BOT UAV. What the fuck? Why? I don't even know. Second of all, why the fuck is there a smoke grenade in here? I actually didn't have any idea. But as you can see, those icons aren't the same that you have in Black Ops 3 normally, because as you all know, those icons look way different. Now, there's something that not many players of BO3 know, but the game actually got ported on PS3 and Xbox 360, the old gens, like, you know, the ones that were abandoned after PS4 and Xbox One launched, and they had to downgrade everything, both textures and pretty much graphics. So I can 100% surely, without even playing those games, tell you that those icons right here that you're seeing right now on the screen, why the fuck was I pointing with my finger, I don't know, are actually icons from the old ports, the ports made for the old gen consoles, you know. Like, you cannot convince me that those don't look like something made on a budget port to a weaker console. I mean, Wraith for some reason, same as Care Package or White. Same with Talon. And also, fun fact, when you go to the GI unit, it will show a BRM, and that shouldn't really make... at the first glance you would say, what the fuck, why? But when then you realize... oh my god, I'm speaking really weirdly. Anyway, but if you realize that the GI unit actually uses BRM for shooting, then everything becomes clear. And after those, kill streaks and there become available all the weapons. You can actually see how the weapons are listed. The weapons are listed from the unlockables at level 1, and it goes downhill after you see active camo. As you can see, active camo is the icon of some sort of calling device. I don't even want to Google translate it because I will fuck up something. But you see, you can. You know what? Give me a fucking second. I'm going on Google because I'm a stupid moron and I need to translate this shit. But as you can see, the texture is really unpolished. And, well, I don't fucking blame you. You weren't even supposed to know that this thing has textures. But something that still wonders me is if that was the inspiration, if that is the same texture used in Black Ops 3 when you call kill streaks, just made in higher resolution. That is something that still makes me feel. Okay, wait a second. Ah, it's a walkie-talkie, yeah? Okay, this is how it's called, walkie-talkie. It looks like walkie-talkie. Most likely, I'm not sure about this one, but this actually appears like inside of your character model in axis 00 when you activate it. I'm not sure, but I think it could be like this. Then you go and you have perks, which, fun fact, if you didn't know, let's go. Nice. Psychosis. Okay, let's go to Vesper. Let's go here and let's go to perks. As you can see, I have those 2 perks activated. I'm in use. So when I go here, I can actually grab a 3rd green perk. But after closing my menus, the whole fucking weapon disappeared. What the fuck? Okay, I didn't expect that to happen because it should not happen. However, yeah, you cannot actually equip them. Although I once could, and I actually got it working once. I mean, I didn't have anything in the game because I fucked up the glitch, but I actually had those equipped. Did they work? I don't know. Now I will tell about that later because it's really fucked up. Also, if somebody didn't know, I'll show it actually even here. If you don't know that this is possible, actually when you're scrolling through the menus, you'll start to see the weapons that should be in the secondary sections. Which means, yes, for some reason you can have them in your primary, and you can have 2 secondaries on a class. Why would you want that in your game? I have absolutely no fucking idea. But why would you actually want to have 1 secondary in your primary slot? Well, it's because if you choose a pistol, you can actually put 6 attachments after it. Oh, I actually got a reminder of something. First of all, nothing changes here, but when you go to here, it actually says, for no fucking reason apparently, KN44, which is nothing special. You know, KN is the first weapon you get. But it says weapon underscore PDW57 underscore description, which means that Treyarch probably thought about bringing PDW from Black Ops 2 to the game. If you don't know what PDW is, it was actually the weapon that was really similar to Weevil. It was not game's Weevil, but it was actually somewhat better because it didn't have shitty fucking damage. Yeah, people called it a bad weapon. I didn't really think this was a bad weapon. It was actually usable. Anyway, when we go even down, more down, you can see this. Now, if you played BO2, you know what it is. But if you didn't, well, let me say that this is a weapon called M27. It was the Black Ops 2's ACR. As you can see, it was probably thought about being implemented in the base game. However, it was caught and it was never really implemented. The texture is still in the game. As you can see, it just does not have a magazine. There's no clip. Let me press triangle. Okay, doesn't do nothing. But pretty much, yeah. There was even a method to glitch the weapon into like zombies and have it usable. The reload animation would still be here. There's no magazine putting in. Also, if some people have glitched the game, so they have this on their display. Yeah, and I have a fucking war machine. I personally have a fucking death machine, so that shouldn't be really weird. Also, when you look at the stats for all of those abilities, you can see they have the same stats as melee weapons. Full damage, short range, short fire rate, and kinda good accuracy. The perks have same as how were they called? Wild cards. So yes, wild cards. They also have no statistics. Yeah, there's a lot of things that you can actually find here. I mean, you can even put a C4. Okay, I shouldn't do this. Yeah, you can actually glitch your game like this, and it's kind of fun. I shouldn't press that. What the fuck? Okay, this is something I found out just now. You can put camo onto your C4. Okay, you know what? Okay, maybe not, you know what? I actually want a Vesper with some modded shit right here. We'll just stick kinetic armor. And next time I glitch my classes, I will make some stupid fucking classes like have C4 in my primary and other bullshit. You can even put trophy systems here, which is really interesting. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about in here because it's actually somewhat interesting. The topic of the hidden stuff in the game is somewhat interesting for me at least. You can even put wild cards into the slots, but there is still something I don't understand personally. Like, when you go to your model classes, you'll have those abilities, and the first one you find is active camo. It is this walkie-talkie. Then you go down, and for some fucking reason, the impulse, the wall hug impulse, like that I like to call it, is this M27. The kinetic armor is a walkie-talkie. Then way down, the heatwave is also M27. Then overclock, not overclock, glitch. Yeah, no, it's actually overclocked. What the fuck? Not overclocked, the super running or shit that Rin has. It's also M27. Combat focus is walkie-talkie. Oh my god, I forgot how it's called. Psychosis. Yeah, Psychosis is M27 again. Reject is M27. Also, the Gambler or Rogue are both walkie-talkies. And that's it. Also, if you haven't noticed, actually, I can actually go back to this. Yes, you can put both Rogue and Gambler to your classes. The Gambler actually allows you to get infinite weapons, infinite specialist weapons of your kind, and if you have Rogue and you play something like Spectre, well, you can easily steal people's weapons from them, so you basically have unlimited Rogue. Now, what is there else to find? When you go to the black market, you can find this.
No crypto, no nothing. Got out of the loan game. I can tell. Now I know you're not coming.
Actually, I have no idea what I'm seeing on the screen right now. It's the bribe, or those are packets, or some other shit. For some reason, this is a packet with four. This are actually no. Those are some actually never implemented in the game packets, as I can see, because as you can see there is. When you, oh my god, sorry. When you look at the when you look at the one that gives you 6 default supply drops, they look different from those packets that are both duplicated for some reason, that are on the screen both the same. And looking at the one that is sideways, it actually seems that this one is a rare supply drop. So this is a packet of four regular supply drops and one rare. Very interesting for me. When you go to score streaks, nothing loads. When you go to specialist, this shit happens. When you go find match, this shit happens. When you go to create a class, I already showcased. When you try to put camo on specialists, weapons, and abilities, you can actually, I think, no matter what, you can actually put dark matter. You can also put all of those camos on zombies and campaign, but when you go to black market, none of those skins are actually available. When you go here, I mean, it doesn't change it, not change anything. It's just there for it to be. When you go to pause menu, none of the menu works. When you go here, nothing changes. When you go to triangle, nothing changes. You go to the off report, nothing changes. Actually, for some fucking reason, there are 4 of these. Once you back out, you can actually still join people, etc., etc. Oh, yes, I'm in Jagger's crew. But something. Wait, what it says? What the fuck? Anyway, the only thing you don't want to do is go to the theater mode. If you do, well, goodbye to your glitch. You have to do it all over again. As you can see, I hope I covered a lot of stuff that could interest you. Also, weapons, the abilities and specialist weapons are for some reason blue and orange on those showcases or on those icons. I actually don't know why. Well, I guess let it be. Also, it's not. Also, why the fuck did I even tell you about this first? The Ripper actually glows. Looks kind of dope. This would wrap out this video. I hope it is something. Anyways, if you want to play BO3 with me, feel free to ask me to play with you or something. I'm bad at the fucking game, so don't expect anything special from me. But I wanted to do this video because it's really interesting to see what the game has to offer in those hidden things that you should never see. But when you go, you can actually find a lot of real things. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. See ya.